Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching a channeling session where we bring Council of Nine, Council of Eight, and any other councils of light beings that like to show up to help humanity as a whole, not individually only. There are times that the messages also resonate individually, which is, good because they give you your answers. But it is also meant to be as a universal type of message, and hopefully by doing what we do, which is letting messages being channeled through or letting you go and take the traveling that we do, you can also benefit by having those memories of your gifts and who you truly are open up and remember what is going on and what has been. And also to kind of remind you that we are all interconnected and part of the oneness. And by doing that, if we heal others just by the ripple effect, not even having to know that person or even be in their space. Now, when we take these trips or we travel and you have no idea how to do it, it is perfectly okay. You set the intention that you will go where we go. And then you will start to do it by yourself as you continue watching these, or if you go back into the um, programs that were already live that are, that are recorded still on YouTube or anywhere else, whether Conscious Awakening or and anywhere that we stream. And you can then see how much more growth you have done and how much more you have opened and awakened. So welcome to some of our members that are here today. And for those that want to participate in our audience, please just take those nice, slow, deep breaths as you close your eyes gently to put you into a very meditative state and to allow you to ground yourself, open your heart chakra, open your crown chakra to receive the messages, receive the energy, receive the healing. Because this is all about ascending, uniting, and healing, and of course, growth. Before we started, some of us received some coordinates, and at this point, as you are breathing nice and slow and relaxing into that meditative state, I want you to set the intention that you will be traveling with us. So you can also experience the beauty that is beyond what our naked eyes see, what we are experiencing in this 3D universe that we're in, and help us spread that energy, unite us, make us one again. So now take a nice deep breath, exhale. And now let's set your intention to go to 57423. 57423. Now it is very interesting what I am experiencing. I'm actually experiencing a building, looks like a building, like an Empire State Building, kind of. So if you ever seen one, or if you haven't, Google it and you'll get an idea later on. And it's made full of just one huge crystal. It is a lot taller and a lot bigger than anything like the Empire State Building. But it's in that format, in that type of architecture. So they're also showing me that that is definitely someplace else, not Earth. Or if it is Earth, is the parallel dimension. And this building is also a rocket, in a sense, a ship in a sense. And there's all different types of people in it. There's all different types of floors. And every floor has a different purpose, whether it's like a cafeteria or classrooms or workspace or something in medical, like a hospital type of thing, or doctor's type of space, medical space. And they are allowing us to go into this building before it takes off. And some of you will walk into the building. I'm just being pulled in. And I basically land in what I would call like a lounge area. There's like sofas, and there's a little area where you could get something to refresh yourself, a drink or whatever. And then there are certain tables with certain types of food. Now, as I can see, there isn't just human food. There's other types of nourishment for all beings. And you just go to what resonates with you. You may want, say, fruit. So you say, I want fruit, and it just appears on this table, on this kind of like a buffet table. And you have light beings from all different types of dimensions, of planets, of solar systems, of universes. It's just beings that may never visit Earth, this 3D version of Earth. But they are there on that ship. And even though they may not speak per se through a representative of their mouth, you can understand them. They're speaking to you and everyone telepathically. And it's just very peaceful. Everybody is conversing or communicating with everyone. There's absolutely no judgment energy at all. There's no jealousy. Everything is oneness. Everybody's working together and communicating at peace and discussing different subjects in an extremely peaceful and divine way. Now I'm going to just sit what I would call a sofa, for lack of wording, and open the floor to see if any of the other members have experienced anything the same or different.
I can see the lounge. And as before we entered the building and before we entered the lounge, the sky was yellow, it was red, and it was orange. Just kind of a massive swirl of color. But I can confirm what you've seen in the lounge area. It's a melding of minds, somewhat like a conference, where periodically there is a speaker, and at the moment they're kind of like in a breakout session, discussing what has just recently been said. And there's almost a playfulness about their exchanges, curiosity. I know I saw all these different food forms, and I just wanted to taste them all. And some of the beings said, no, you would not do well with this particular food. Yeah, you go to the next table. Okay. Okay. But they admired my willingness to try something new and different. And I think the message in just that behavior is that so oftentimes we stick with what we know, and it's comfortable. But when we are willing to explore and expand, the potential is just phenomenal about what you can experience. And if there is something that might not be the wisest thing to experience, there will be protectors provided, whether in the shape of one of these beings or in some other form, that you can relate to. There will be kind of a natural stop, if you will. You look at it and kind of go, that looks interesting, and I'd like to try it, but something's telling me maybe not. And everybody is supportive of each other. And the dress is relatively plain. You might think that with this exoticness, if you will, of the different shapes and sizes of the personas represented, there might be glam or bling that we might relate to, but there really isn't. There's just kind of subtle grace, elegance, and simplicity.
I agree. Any other member have experienced anything?
Well, the chair I sat in is a wonderful lazy boy type chair. Nice and comfy.
Good. Good. Okay. So, Jazz, like you said, they were in basically break in between speakers. And I am hearing that it is time to go back and experience the next speaker. We are, of course, have been invited to be there. And I see us moving towards that. But they still give us the choice whether we want to stay at the lounge and just bypass that next speaker or go into what appears to be like a big auditorium where there's beings sitting all over. And no real like small groups. Like it isn't like this type of being is staying together here, this type of being is staying together. So you may have one or two sitting next to each other that are from the same place, the same dimension, but it's very nice because everybody's mingling and communicating with each other, and there is nothing like what humans experience. There's no real jealousy, there's no ego saying I'm better than you are, why are you sitting next to me, that kind of thing. Everybody's in the same playing field, and everyone is just enjoying the sacredness and safeness that has been created in this space. I am just amazed at the wonder and the beauty that is in that. Too bad humans can't take a page from that and learn how to live with each other without any judgment or without any ego being involved in who's better and who's not, or judging the other person or what they're doing or not doing. But each one of them is just taking accountability for their individual actions and not worrying about anything that's around them. That is that being's accountability list or table, not their own. The speaker, I'm trying to, even though they're not moving their mouth, you still hear them. And it's like they could communicate to each being in their own language. Lack of wording.
Just 5:30, right?
So, let's see. Now, what I am hearing, I am trying to see if they wish to speak through me so I could channel the message. For those that are watching this and even for our members. So each and every one of you that is here today, remember, there are no limitations. That is just something that you have been taught, especially the humans over there. We are all, always, we have been around you with the intention of helping you wake up, helping you ascend, helping you get to a higher vibrational frequency, allowing yourself to truly connect to everything that's around you. All of these limitations that you believe exist absolutely do not. Some may remember already. Some may be taking advantage of that fact. Some may be living already the life that they had envisioned and continue to what you call manifest everything that they are looking for, everything they believe they want to experience. And that is because they have gone beyond the limitations that they were given. They have chosen to take those chains, break them, and put them aside and walk forward, move forward, without allowing anyone to stop them. This is one of the most pivotal times in human history. You are all basically in that fork in the road. Many have decided already to leave because they're not able to go through that ascension. They're not able to go through the process. Some may just have given up and have been rising into the other, what you call heaven. They have given up their body suit, this physical suit that you all wear, and have gone back to being energy. We are all energy beings. We show each other a different look on the outside so that we can identify ourselves for you. Humans usually need boxes and labels. But in energy, you will just feel the energy and you will know who it is. You will not have to have that label per se. An energy being is just energy. And that energy belongs and becomes everyone and everything. Every situation, every place, every dimension, every being. We spread out and become this one being because we are part of that one being. And that jealousy that humans that always bring, or excuse me, I have been corrected, many bring with them. It's only hindering that human. It is not ever going to affect those that you are jealous of. It may put blockages. It may be put stumbling bricks in front of them, but it will never stop them because they know their path. They know what they came here for on earth, in that 3D earth that you live in. They know, and they know that they are not to allow anything stop them for the greater good of human beings, so your souls can continue to grow and evolve. This is why Earth was created, to help your souls, or that part of your oversoul, to learn and to grow and to ascend into the ascended master status that you truly are. Each and every one of you is part of creation and is part of the being ascended master. And each one of you comes with that knowledge. It is only in the first few years of your human life that you are told and taught that that is not true. So you are given more of a fear-based scenario. Well intended, but not properly executed. And it is time for those souls that are willing to reawaken, reignite their memories, and reignite that connection to every living thing, every living situation, and every living place. You will see beyond what is shown to you, and you will feel the energy wherever you go, as we are with you in whatever form you need us to be. Thank you for listening. Thank you for traveling. Thank you for taking this journey and helping us succeed in completion, in love, and in blessings. Thank you.
Mm.
If any member now has anything to add?
When you had said that we were going into another room, what I saw was basically the walls melting away and reconfiguring in the space where the speaker was.
Mhm.
And everybody's identity was, quote unquote, intact as they were sitting dispersed across the audience.
Mhm.
But somewhere in the middle of the speech or talk, I saw the body images just melt away. And what emanated was just this tremendous golden light, a unified body of golden light that eventually morphed into white light. And it's reflective of our call to unity, to recognize that no matter what the outside of our bodysuits look like, there's just one spirit, and we're all part of that. So we don't need to compare. We don't need to be envious. We don't need the traditional human hangups. Because we are so much more than that. And as the talk was coming to a close, people and beings resumed that outward physical appearance so that we recognize that each of us is unique and have our own gifts to offer and put forth. And yet we're still one. It's, if you could, it's like you're dressed to the nines, and each gift, each entity, one's the necklace, one's the high heels, one's the bangles on the wrist, because it makes it complete. And we make up that total completeness that we seek, that we search for, that we long for. And we are the bangles, we are the diamond necklace, or whatever you're into. But that makes up that completeness. And without any one of us, it's missing something. And we'll seek it out, we'll gather it up and embrace it and bring it into the loving fold.
Thank you. Any other member? Okay. Now I'm getting told someone else has a code. I believe it's you, Jess.
28 13 3 9 26. 28 13 3 9 26 36, excuse me.
Please share if you've received any experience. If you're
I'm seeing kind of a lime yellow light that I believe is a doorway to where we need to enter.
okay, so let's move towards that light. And just go through it.
Mhm. Beyond it, I see an edifice like the Parthenon.
And I see a long stemmed red rose that is blossoming.
Okay.
The ancients are confirming what we just heard and are saying that this has been the message all along.
Mhm. And it's extremely bright
Mhm.
and light where we are. Like there's no heaviness. You can let go and relax and still feel calm. Divine energy is definitely surrounding each and every one of us, which is pure love, that pure unconditional love that once we obtain it, we are requested to hold on to it and not allow any part of our human existence to change it. Because once we have that unconditional love in our heart, we will see the world completely different. And we will, no matter what happens around us, be able to still send out loving energy and not withhold that humans tend to do, withhold that unconditional, non-judgmental, loving energy. The more it is spread, the more it will grow, the more each one of us will be able to hold on to it and keep it inside our being. And allow it to spread. Like vines, vines with flowers on it. Just surrounding everything, growing around everything, and yet such beauty. And all connected. All the way from the roots to the very end, in all directions. Even if you've never felt that unconditional love in your life, this is the moment that you're able to participate, feel it, and grab it and hold it. Let this moment be, in a sense, like the role model of how your humanity has been intended to be. Full of beauty, full of empathy, full of love. And allowing our individuality to flourish. There's no need for everyone to be or feel the same. Each human is different. Because in the plans, that is how it was set up. So although we are different on the outside, we can feel the difference in the inside as united into one. Again, as being part of oneness, creator, participant, and full of purpose. Anyone else Any of our other members?
I'm also saw below the Parthenon area, there is a defined area of a pool, but the water is like none I've ever seen before. And then superimposed on it was a red-shaped heart. And then came a golden pyramid over it. And then at the end of what you were saying, a cherubim-like being arose from the pyramid. That's the majesty that awaits us when we allow the walls to come down, the ego to be quieted. The ego's there for a reason, but it gets a lot louder than it deserves to have time. And there is greatness that is being offered to us, not greatness in worldly terms, but greatness in spiritual terms.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. Anyone else?
No, I'm good.
I am seeing that long stem rose flourish and become bigger and bigger. Open up and start the process all over again. It disappears, starts up again. Flourish, bigger, bigger, open up fully. And every single cycle, it's becoming brighter, bigger, and with a lot more energy.
So too is our journey.
Yes. Great. Acknowledging.
I'm getting a sense that it's time to begin to close this chapter and return.
Mm-hmm. And they leave us with a reminder. Unconditional love comes from the Creator, Divine, the being that's above all of us, greater than all of us. And yet they love us, all beings, so much that we have an opportunity to be part of it. Take a nice deep breath and slowly start counting back from 10 to 1. Slowly coming back into your body. 10, 9, 8. Take a deep breath if you require at this moment. You'll know if you do. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be back at your 0, at your beginning, at your grounded, balanced state. Take another deep breath and just slowly open your eyes as we say thank you for being here with us, for taking these journeys, and allowing your higher self to really start flourishing and bringing down those walls that are stopping you from being who you're meant to be, who you are. Thank you to all our council members, to all the light beings that we experienced today. Thank you to our members. And as always, have a great week. Many blessings. And we love you all. Have a good one. Bye.